At advanced brown belt yellow stripe, you have a new stance. It's called the open-toed horse stance, or what's known as the Seluchin stance. So Miss Justice is going to get in a regular horse stance. Now, normally with a regular horse stance, we should know that her 10 toes should be pointed straight ahead. With this one here, she's going to turn her feet outward and open up, but still making sure that she keeps her knees bent and her back straight. And this is your primary stance in your Seluchin kata, okay? So this is called an open-toed horse stance or the Seluchin stance. At this belt, you have no new footwork, so we expect that your previous footwork has improved. We are going to be working now on our striking and kicking skills. We have one strike and one kick. So the strike we're going to be doing first comes directly out of your Seluchin kata, and it's called a swinging hammer strike. Okay, so Miss Justice is going to get in a ready stance, because we're going to practice these from a ready stance. She's going to hold her front hand open, and her back hand, she's going to make a hammer strike, and she's going to bring it to her open palm. And then she would switch. She would open her hand and bring it to your palm. So you're going back and forth with that strike, okay? So that's your swinging hammer strike. The kick you're going to be working on is called a turn back kick. It's very important that you understand that it's called a turn back kick, not a spinning back kick, okay? Now, first, the setup on how you do this, and we're going to use a heavy bag because this is kind of a difficult kick to do in the air. Miss Justice is going to get in a side horse stance to the punching bag, but she's going to take her back foot and move it back slightly, okay? So from looking at it, it looks like she's doing a ready stance facing this way, okay? But what she's doing, she's already started the turn. So now all she needs to do is turn on the balls of her feet, making sure that your heel, so when you do this kick, your supporting leg, your heel should always be facing your target. If you make sure that your heel is facing your target, you're going to throw the kick properly, okay? And now she's just going to throw a back kick, okay? So it's a combination of two things, a turn and then the back kick. So she turns and she kicks, okay? And that is your turn back kick. The last thing you need at your yellow stripe for advanced brown belt is pass parry level 2. Now you're starting to add in head strikes or head points that you know. So the drill starts off the same way you would start off the first one, except you're not going back and forth throwing punches, jab cross at each other or jabs at each other. You're just, as you're going to see, Sensei Kevin's going to throw the first strike at Justice. She pass parries, and then she goes after a head point. She leaves her hand there, so that now Kevin has to pass parry from there. And now it becomes this flowing drill where you're using your pass parry skill to defend against punches coming from all different angles or strikes coming from all different angles at your head. You want to let your partner, if you're doing this with a partner, you want to let your partner actually place their hand on those points. You don't want to try to start blocking it. That's later levels. For this, it's learning how to move. When you do this drill, your feet are not in cement. You're allowed to freely move your feet around as long as you're staying in a proper stance. You can move all around to get to the points that you know. And as your knowledge of points on the head grows when you places to strike, so will your techniques. And this is pass parry level 2.